First set. Bethanie Mattek to serve. Play. Love 15. Love 30. Love 40. Gay. Capriati. First stand. Jennifer Capriati to serve. Net first serve.
Welcome back to New York City. A big match going on between Bethanie Mattek, a qualifier from the United States, and at this end, Jennifer Capriati, who we all know very well. This is Dave Luddy, and with me is Kathy Rinaldi. And really, Kathy, it's going to be surely a quick win for Jennifer. What do you think?
I think so. Young American has a lot of promise, Bethanie Mattek. But at this point in her career, I don't think she's ready and up to the task of defeating Jennifer Capriati on Arthur Ashe Stadium at the U.S. Open.
Well, this is the first meeting between the two, as you would expect. Bethanie Mattek, world ranked at 401.
30 all.
Playing Jennifer Capriati, world ranked at number 3.
She was given a wild card at last year's U.S. Open. Lost in the first round.
40.
And was given a wild card at this year's qualifying and went on to win 3 rounds to qualify for this first round matchup. Good effort on her part.
Well, Jennifer's surely one of the big threats to the Williams sisters here. 11th appearance here at Flushing Meadow.
A New York favorite, born in New York, New York.
Advantage Capriati. Game to Capriati.
First game to Capriati. The extraordinary thing, of course, about second game to Capriati, 2-love up with the break, of course.
Capriati leads 2 games.
And the extraordinary thing about her, she is 26 years old, but her 11th appearance at Flushing Meadow, Kathy. Big, big history, hasn't she, over the years?
Oh, absolutely. And of course, of lately, the fairy tale comeback story of Jennifer Capriati. A fan favorite. Been through a lot in her career. Come back from everything that she's been through. Now she has 3 Grand Slam titles to her name.
Thank you.
Of course, winning at this year's Australian Open, where she defeated Hingis in 3 sets, coming back from 4 match points. It was an unbelievable match.
Love 30.
Well, surely Bethanie Mattek has to be extremely nervous out here.
Yeah, she's only 17.
Has no experience on the big show courts. Be a great experience for her, one that she'll remember.
I noticed her former coach was Gabriella Sabatini. Quite remarkable. But now coached by Juan Nunez.
Wow, that's one actually coached Gabriella Sabatini for many years. Not a bad coach to have.
Not bad to start your career with. Start at the top.
Gabby, one of my favorites.
Quite a full house here tonight. Reasonably warm.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what, Capriati's unleashing some serious power on those shots. Bethanie Mattek doing well to stay in that point. Just missed this one. She was really going for it. Well, it's terrific to see a young American serving and volleying. We don't see that very often anymore on the women's tour. Most everybody's content staying back, exchanging those powerful ground strokes. And that's what Bethanie Mattek has, an all-court game.
The one thing I was going to say is that Bethanie Mattek has got, did have coming into this match a bit of an advantage. Having won those 3 qualifying matches, she's already into her groove. And this is Capriati's opening display, opening bout here in this US Open Championships.
That's true, but it's a lot different playing on the backcourts where they play the qualifying than playing on Arthur Ashe Stadium on a featured match at night.
And now Capriati leading by 3 games to love. 2 breaks of serve.
3 games to love.
Good start for Kathy. Just looking at the draw, you think that Capriati is one of those few players that could disrupt the Williams sisters. Of course, Venus Williams won earlier today, and if it did come to that, Jennifer Capriati would play Venus in the semis.
Absolutely. I always thought that Jennifer Capriati can match them for shot, power for power, and movement on the court as well. She's a terrific athlete herself, very quick around the court. Some of the quickest feet out there on the women's tour. So she has all the weapons to stop the Williams sisters.
Well, she's seated just behind the 2 Williams sisters, and if she does win tonight and wins a few more matches, she would play in the last 16, Magdalena Maleva of Bulgaria, and then possibly Kim Kleisters. So from the last 16 onwards, it's quite a long haul.
I think that's a great draw for Capriati. Well, she left Mattek standing there with that shot, just totally overpowering her opponent at the moment.
13 love.
Making quick work of her so far. And she plays at a very fast pace.
Yeah, she likes to get on with it, doesn't she?
She does. She doesn't waste any time. And a lot of players, the book on Capriati is to slow her down between points, try and break up her rhythm, as you see Mattek doing, but she's not having any luck.
Well, there's only 10 minutes gone. It's already 3 love and 40 love. And we don't want this match to be an embarrassment for this qualifier who's done so well to get to this first round stage.
Well, if you had to pick a weakness for Capriati, sometimes it's her serve leaves her, and that's what's gotten her in trouble with in the later rounds against the Williams sisters. It's not going to be any trouble for her tonight. Well, the crowd getting behind Mattek. One of the few points she's
always
won
for the
this
underdog, eh?
Yes.
Always for the underdog.
Well, I don't know, because Capriati's born right here in New York. That's their girl.
And it's an event, Kathy, really. She'd really, obviously, would love to win. I mean, way back in 91 when she reached the semis, and reached the semis last year, and she'd love to at least get to the final in her hometown, really.
She's a Floridian now. We claim her there.
She's got the tan to show it, hasn't she?
Bethanie Mattek.
As you've seen, her serve has let her down here. That's been a big weakness of Capriati's.
Well, she was playing the defensive game all the way through there under huge pressure from Capriati, who's putting in some good bombing shots.
We can just hear the difference off the rackets. Capriati, you can tell the difference when she's hitting that ball, that rock.
In the nicest way, Kathy, it's like the heavyweight against the lightweight, isn't it?
Exactly. Oh,
Great spirit there from the youngster.
great point from both players. Mattek really scrambling around that court,
Capriati.
trying to stay alive in these points, but it's Capriati dominating.
And Mattek having to work really hard just to win some points. And Capriati storming to a 4-love lead just after 14 minutes, and you don't think it's going to become a little bit embarrassing?
I don't think so. I don't think she's being embarrassed. She's hanging in there. She's just being overplayed, and she's up against one of the best players on the women's tour. She's got nothing to lose. No one's expecting her to win this match.
What I do like about her, she's fit. She runs well, and
she better run well.
she better run.
So
and she's working hard as well. She's working
about one
hard.
of the few things she's got going for her right now against Capriati.
It appears that she has a lightweight game, and she's just using, sensibly I think, Capriati's power just to deflect that shot. I just hope Capriati makes a few mistakes.
Well, you can see that she's in a lot of trouble off that return. She's having a hard time dealing with the power off Capriati's racket. She's a terrific athlete, but she doesn't really have any weapons to hurt Capriati.
Well, this is...
Capriati caught that ball so early. Mattek didn't even have a chance to make it to the service line. Couple big serves.
Well, that actually was 109 miles an hour. That's pretty quick.
Yes, it is.
That shows she's got very good timing on the serve.
She's only 5'4". It's a huge serve for someone at 5'4".
And all that really came about from a very, very weak serve. It literally just crawled over the net. And from then on, Mattek was under huge pressure.
Easy put away for Capriati.
Well, there's no doubt about that. And there's no doubt that Jennifer Capriati wants to finish this match as quickly as she can. She leads by 5 games to love in the opening set. Kathy, you're in Mattek's corner and you were allowed to speak to her as a coach. What could you say to someone like that? 17 years old, playing one of the best players in the world, and she's 5 love down.
You just tell her to hang in there. Really not a whole lot she can do. I mean, Capriati is just overpowering her. She's got to play within her game. She's trying different things. She's trying to come to the net. Hope that Capriati will maybe start making a few unforced errors and she'll get an opening. But so far, it's been all about Jennifer Capriati.
And what is quite clear at the moment, Capriati's got huge power. She's retained that power throughout the last few years. And it's going to be a threat to players later in the tournament.
Absolutely. She's always a threat. Very talented young lady.
And still young, only 26.
That's amazing, isn't it?
The funny thing is, one remembers way back in '91 when she was playing really well. And she's still only 26.
Well, it's just great for tennis fans all over to have her back. Great for women's tennis.
Please. Thank you.
13 titles she's won.
Time.
And remember, she had a bit of a spell out with all her problems that are well documented.
And they're well behind her. She's on to bigger and better things.
Indeed.
Father Stefano coaches Jennifer.
Seats courtside, please. Ready for play.
Capriati is serving for the opening set, 5-love. Well, that's an interesting tactic there, Kathy, just lobbing that ball up, the top spin high, the moon ball.
Well, it's good to change the pace up, but she's in dangerous zone. She's got to get those lobs deep.
Oh. 15 all. Oh. 30, 15.
Mattek trying to slow down the pace between points.
The good thing about that, Kathy, is that she's thinking. She's not being, in a sense, overwhelmed. She's still thinking, even though she's being badly beaten at the moment. We saw a match earlier this afternoon as it goes to 2 set points. When Lucic was playing Venus Williams, just kept flailing away at the ball, smacking it hard. There it is. There's the set, quite comfortably. 21 minutes, 6-love.
6 games to love.
Quite comfortably. You're being kind.
I am trying to be kind. And Lucic just kept playing away and didn't change her tactics. What is good here is that you've seen someone who is being beaten, but is at least trying something different and changing her tactics with a slow ball and scampering well and running well, and she's physically very good as well. There are good little signs here.
Definitely. Like we said, she's a great athlete. She's come across a very tough opponent with a lot of experience. Great to see Lucic back playing. She also qualified. But Lucic only has 1 game, and that's all out. When that doesn't work, she hits harder.
They say things going wrong, she hits harder and harder, but
Exactly.
she got well beaten. First set then to Capriati, 6 games to love. Just looking at the stats there, it doesn't really make much difference. I don't think it really tells a tale that we don't know. You're looking at a top-class player playing an up-and-coming player, and the golf is not just one division, Kathy, it's 4 or 5 divisions, and even if Mattek was playing 2 levels higher, the score probably still will be, at the moment, 6-love.
Absolutely.
She's a girl for the future, isn't she? Like 2, 3, 4 years down the road.
Yes. Like I said, though, she doesn't really have any weapons. And in today's game and the women's game, you've got to have weapons. It's not good enough just to
The second set.
have a good, solid game. You got to have something that's big.
Start of the second set, Mattek to serve. First set to Capriati, 6-love. Well, that is superbly played by Mattek.
Beautiful
Super well.
point.
15 love.
Kathy, I just wonder, now she's got that first set out of the way, she can now relax and play her best tennis and give it her best shot. Well, that's a third double fault for Mattek. Capriati has had 5.
Capriati had 5 in the first 3 games. Capriati just strikes the ball so well off both sides. There's no weakness there.
Still as hungry as ever, having won 3 Grand Slams?
Oh, I think so, most definitely. She didn't put in all that hard work to get herself back to the top for just a couple Grand Slams. Whew!
15-4.
Runs around that backhand. Just nails that forehand up the line.
Just adding up the points, Kathy. 17 points Mattek has won, which is not as bad as I thought it was.
Deuce.
So here's a chance for Mattek to squeeze maybe a game here, but it's deuce. It's on her serve. I tell you, there's a big crowd here tonight. Well, there was lovely variation, wasn't there? She put in the slice backhand right down the line, and I do like the variation that she's delivering.
Yeah, you've got to give her, Bethanie Mattek, a lot of credit. She's trying to change things up, trying to do something different. She's thinking out there.
Deuce.
That with the combination of maybe Capriati cooling off and giving her a few unforced errors might get her back into the match. You never know.
Advantage Mattek.
Well, here's a chance for the youngster.
And this crowd will go crazy if she can get this first game. Oh, what an incredible return off
It's a great serve.
Incredible serve. That's the quickness of Capriati.
Back to deuce. Well, that's just a little shade unlucky. It was
Advantage Capriati.
Mattek playing much better in this second set. Much more controlled, much calmer. And making Capriati play shots here. We're getting into relays of 6, 7.
Game.
However, Capriati has won a 7th successive game. It's the break. She leads by a set and 1 love.
First game, second set.
So a much better performance, Kathy, from Mattek in this start of this second
She's
set.
got to feel good about that first game of the second set. Bit of bad luck. She couldn't convert that point to hold serve.
But smart play, isn't it? The slice. She did a few moon
Absolutely.
balls.
She's got nothing to lose. You know, for her to stand back there and to try and outslug Jennifer Capriati, she knows that's just not going to happen. She's got to do something different. Try and change up the pace. Try and throw Capriati off her game.
Capriati serving.
15 love.
Well, you know Capriati's feeling confident when she starts attacking the net.
Well, if she's not confident at 6 love, 1 love and 15 love up. "8:30 at night here in New York."
15 all.
Capriati's 6th double fault. So out of those 17 points she won in the first set, don't forget Capriati
I didn't include those.
gave her 5 double faults.
Well thought out. Well thought out. She actually won 12 points.
Make that 7.
30 all.
She really struggles with that second serve, doesn't she? She's a pretty flat second serve. Not a lot of room for error.
That was a good second, wasn't it?
Big one. Huh. She's just got her opponent pinned on that baseline.
Just the power.
Game, Capriati.
2-love Capriati. 31 minutes gone. And Tice, the Australian Open champion, is
2 games.
well on course here for a second round match.
She started that fairy tale comeback with the French Open last year. Although the summer leading up to the U.S. Open, she's had a couple surprise losses. She had a quarterfinal at San Diego where she lost to Dokic in 3 sets. Following week in L.A., lost to Sugiyama in the quarterfinals. Then, of course, lost in the finals of the Canadian Open to Emily Mauresmo.
Do you think she's playing as well this year as last?
Well, she had such a terrific year. It's hard to keep that pace up. Everybody, you know, once you start that, everyone expects, oh, what happened to you when you've lost? I mean, it's week in and week out. It's tough to keep that level up.
15
Oh, she kept the level up there. What a great shot.
Capriati, 3 games to love.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Olympic Committee has just announced that level of San Francisco, New York City has been selected as the final city to eventually be the United States bid as host city for the 2012 Summer Olympic Games. The tennis event should be held right here at the USTA National Tennis Center. We appreciate your continued support of our efforts to bring this great event to our great city. Thank you all, and congratulations, New York.
So this match looking all one way at the moment, and really and truly, heart of hearts, you can't really say can Mattek come back, but what you can say maybe, What is she going to gain out of this match?
Well, she's going to gain a lot of knowledge. She's going to see where she's at, where she matches up to these top players on tour. Maybe see some things that she needs to improve upon, changes in her game. But I tell you what, I like the looks of Capriati.
15 love.
Oh,
Pure power and accuracy.
it's a nice slice by Mattek, staying nice and low.
Wasn't really deep enough though, was it?
No.
Well, Mattek has only had one breakpoint chance on the Capriati serve. So this for 4 love, 6 love, 3 love, 40-30.
Next, first serve.
That'll get a crowd applause.
I must say it is a big crowd in this evening. There's that forehand again. 7 forehand winners from Capriati. And she is coasting at 6 love and 4 love. And she should against the player world ranked at 401. Capriati ranked 3 behind the Williams sisters.
She just continues these punishing shots.
Love 15. Next, first serve.
There it is again. 8th forehand winner.
I really feel for Mattek at this point.
I think this is where you feel enough's enough.
Yeah.
If it's a boxing match, you'd step in when you say, look.
Exactly. Now you're just hoping the match is over quickly.
There's another.
Oh, my
That was
goodness.
sensational forehand.
Didn't even see that ball go by her.
Look, she really enjoyed that. That was something special. 40. 4 forehand winners. You don't see that very often. And Mattek is still
Capriati leads 5 games to love.
still got a springy walk, and hopefully she won't be too upset. 6 love, 5 love is Capriati. How much of a workout is this for Jennifer?
Not much right now. I mean, they've been out there 40 minutes. But she's concentrated hard. She hasn't had that many unforced errors. A lot of winners. And it's just great for her great first round for her to play on the show court. Get rid of those first round jitters at a Grand Slam. Real confidence booster.
And Mattek looking up on the screen there
Does she
to
really
watch
want
the
to do
last
that?
point. Well, she's just watching a lot of punishment.
Hasn't she suffered enough tonight?
Well, I hope she doesn't have bad dreams when she gets home this evening.
No, you know what? She can walk away from this match and hold her head high. I mean, she qualified for the event, won 3 rounds. She's meeting one of the hottest players on the tour. It's a great learning experience.
And I think, to be truthful, I think she's played quite well. I think she's been locked in some really good rallies. She's used her head. She's had some good tactics. And I think she's done really well. So you're quite right. I think she should be rather proud of herself. Jennifer Capriati is serving for the match for a second round battle. And her likely opponent will be Tina Pisnik of Slovenia. In round 2.
30 love.
Got some whistlers not agreeing with the call.
2 points from victory. Well, there it is. It's just taken 43 minutes. Capriati has 3 match points, and she couldn't have believed she's going to have such a comfortable and easy win, because surely that's what's going to happen. She's 40 love up on her serve.
Going for the spectacular to end the match on.
Forehand error, that's quite something. There's Dad on the left.
Mom on the right.
Even the ball boys want to get into the action. There it is. It's all over. Capriati, an easy win, but she's still just as delighted. Nods to Dad and Mum. She's won it. She's won it easily. 6 love, 6 love. She's through to round 2 of this championship that she's never won, and she's likely to play Tina
Ladies and
Pisnik.
gentlemen, let's hear it for Jennifer Capriati and Bethanie Mattek.
As for Bethanie Mattek, a great experience.